Walk down the aisle of any high-end modern grocery store today, and you'll see shelves packed with premium health foods. Right next to the kale chips and quinoa puffs, you'll likely find popped water lily seeds or makhana. Consumers actively seek them out because they are naturally gluten-free, low in calories, and packed with plant-based protein. But the reality is, the supply chain for these airy, pristine snacks starts very far from a climate-controlled supermarket. Roughly 90% of the global supply for this specific seed comes from a single place, the state of Bihar in eastern India. This map shows Bihar's location relative to major global export markets. It is a landlocked agricultural state, sitting thousands of miles away from the buyers in North America and Europe who purchase the final product. Bridging that massive physical and economic gap, taking a seed buried deep underwater in rural India and turning it into a polished packaged good on a foreign shelf, requires a highly specialized logistics network. The origin of the snack is a plant formerly known as Euryale ferox. It grows exclusively in shallow, completely stagnant water, thriving in the ponds and wetlands that dot the Bihar landscape, and the plant is heavily armored. You cannot simply drive a mechanized harvester through a pond completely covered in these massive prickly leaves. The real harvesting challenge lies in how the seeds develop. When they finally ripen, they detach from the floating plant and drop straight down, burying themselves in a thick layer of mud at the bottom of the pond. Extracting them requires intense physical labor. Farmers hold their breath, dive below the surface, and use their bare hands to blindly sweep the muddy floor to gather the harvest. What they haul up to the surface is heavy, dark, and covered in a thick shell. In this raw state, the seed carries almost zero economic value and looks entirely unrecognizable from the final product. Once on dry land, the raw seeds undergo immediate triage. Workers wash away the pond sediment, spread the seeds out to dry under the sun, and sort them meticulously by size. Then the entire supply chain reaches a critical bottleneck, the manual roasting and popping phase. The seed's black outer shell is extraordinarily tough. Workers heat small batches over an open flame, building up intense internal steam pressure inside the kernel. A specialized worker then hits the hot seed with a wooden mallet at the precise microsecond the internal pressure peaks, causing the tough exterior to instantly explode into a white, airy puff. No industrial machine can easily replicate this exact timing across thousands of varied seeds. This specific, hyper-localized human skill is the exact threshold where the seed physically transforms and its economic value multiplies. The moment the seed opens, it becomes highly vulnerable. The fluffy interior acts like a sponge, rapidly absorbing moisture from the open air and losing its signature crunch. To stabilize the product, the operation shifts entirely from manual labor to modern processing. The popped seeds run through automated flavor dusting machines and are immediately sealed into airtight, vacuum-packed bags. This diagram outlines the multimodal logistics network required next. The sealed bags move out of rural processing hubs on trucks, transfer to the regional rail network, and finally arrive at international cargo ship terminals on the coast. Exporters are racing against the clock. They must quickly secure strict international food safety certifications to clear Western customs before the product degrades. This expansive distribution web ensures the stabilized product completes its journey, reaching final retail destinations across North America and Europe. Surviving this high-speed, high-tech logistical leap is the final gauntlet. It separates a fragile, locally consumed crop from a durable, global commodity. The physical movement of these seeds from Bihar to global markets is accompanied by a return flow of capital into the rural districts where the harvest begins. This international interest has provided a new source of income for a region that has long relied on subsistence farming and faced significant economic isolation. The data confirms this shift. This chart compares the region's agricultural revenue before the global boom to the revenue brought in by the international makhana trade today. The growth of the industry shows that ancient, manual farming methods can be successfully integrated into the strict requirements and speed of modern international commerce. Ultimately, a bag of makhana on a supermarket shelf represents the physical result of months of intense manual labor, specialized regional expertise, and a multi-stage international transport operation.